Happy birthday to the Marine Corps. Hooah! Tomorrow's Veterans Day. Every day is Veterans Day on this podcast. See the hunch making fun of the military the other day and getting rid of the people left and right. A draft dodger. Of course, 5 feet, like I said. Adjudicate convicted felon. Still close the government, but we'll see what happens. This is your favorite audio addiction on the video platform. Oh, the trolls are coming by and making comments. I appreciate it. I love it. Love the names. Appreciate anybody that comes by. Like, dislike. This will be out tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock Central. For your consumption, it's done on the 10th day of November. Fear-mongering radio. It's a 25th year. I picked up all the leaves, snapped them all down last Saturday. It was just a banshee of wind in all the front yard. My next neighbor's tree, I told him I'm going to cut that thing down. The front yard looks like I didn't touch it. He blew slavery to Friday or Saturday. To pick him up probably one more time before he put it away and put the convertible away and bring out the 2002 hand-me-down CRV. How the hell are you on this Tuesday morning, Veterans Day? I'm always feeling wonderful and delicious, outrageous. It's a beautiful day to be alive. Yesterday I was premiering, and what's his name? Santa Claus's brother was in there and said he didn't understand about podcasting. There was a number. I'm going to be live. It said, call the show. But today comes out to Veterans Day. We appreciate the veterans, the men and women of the armed forces. We appreciate you guys. 1 and 2, forgotten Vietnam, all the branches out there, men and women blue, Afghani war, many wars. I think of you guys all the time. MAs come home soon. Balls the size of oversized oak trees. Air Force, Army, and the Marines, the Navy, and the Merchant, Ascot, Coast Guard, in and out of uniform. I've always said Vietnam is 58,000 plus. One that really pisses me off, and the forgotten, just for no reason, I don't know, whatever. But Afghan and all the over oil and whatever else, 9/11, I get all the behavior, but they all hate us. They all want to come here. People are dying in the oceans and in the deserts to come here. People don't want to work for a living. We build immigration. I mean, come here and do it right. I get it. We send the bad ones back. I get it. But we do appreciate you guys. Don't like cop call crackhead. See something, say something. You are who you run with in life. We always talk about that. You are who you run. I don't run with poor people. I'm not going to be poor. I don't. I run with good people. Best I can. I cut you off. It doesn't work out. That's the way she goes. Bitch, please. You are your choices in life. Told me, know the difference between choice and mistake. Until you figure that out, you'll still be doing the same thing. I'm making poor choices. Then you'll change what you think. Very simple. You don't like too many having sex. Staple a man to a fence. You can't watch two women. Not a very Christian thing to be doing. When you watch two, you are watching gay sex. Choking your chicken. That's what your husband sex is, gay sex. It's not your decision as who is in the gates. Jesus loves you this, I know the Bible tells me so. Would you shower in the shower at Penn State? I would not shower in the shower at Penn State. The rat line, the Catholic communities are burning these churches to the ground. Periscope, watch the movie. Can't weaponize religion, take advantage of children. Let's not say we did, right? Disgust me. But please, a good choice. Put a condom. I prevent AIDS, herpes, gonorrhea, needle in the penis, all that kind of behavior. Prevent it. Because you carry the groceries, women. You carry those groceries. When the father runs off, pretty soon, guess what? You're having that baby screaming. Whores in the back seat. Sluts are selective. Meanest one, filthy, wet, dirty, screaming, howling, pulling hair. Sex, great, until you get something you don't want. He gives you something, or you get that phone call, and now you take that shot for 18 years. If you would have put a condom on, prevented those ovaries, smashing gash, dental dam. AIDS will kill you. Line in a line now, Matt. Did you ever or not? It's like Pete Rose. Never got a chance to ask me before he stopped breathing. Did you not gamble on sports? Line in a line now. Give him a Hall of Fame. Call it the Shame Hall of Fame. It's black in there. You walk in there, they have really evil music, and you can go in there, an extra $10 to go see the people that are the Shame Hall of Fame. That's fine. I don't care. Also, good choice. Don't drink and drive. Call some MRSA because you're a convicted felon. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. Can't go there. I know. I guess Tater is a convicted felon. Poor choices get made, but like I've always said, that's a condom right there before, and drinking and driving are two things that we drive home with this video, the audio platform, in the military and the armed forces. Make good choices in life. It's great to live well. We don't want poor people poor. We just have the way it is. And I got sick of hanging out with people who are alcoholics. When I was 1920, got rid of that stuff. Buried myself. You're your first creditor when you get paid. Sue Ellen gets paid, then I get paid. This goes away. Screw it away. It is what it is. But welcome to your favorite audio addiction that you consume and piss and moan about. I love the likes, dislikes. What was that one I saw? I had 2 likes and 3 dislikes already on something. It's pretty funny to look at those things. It's pretty hilarious. You can see him. I didn't realize one day I went and looked. It's pretty hilarious. I love it. I've always said when I'm getting dislikes, it means I'm doing something correct. United States, United Kingdom, Australia, Canada, France, Israel, let my people go twice. Japan, Monaco, Singapore, 4 floors of whores in Singapore. Look it up. 4 floors of whores. South Africa, Colombia, and Kenya. Come get me for Australia. New South Wales, Sydney, come get me. 3 in Suffolk. I'll come to Sydney. Help Wonder Hussy get her phone back. United States, Georgia, Massachusetts, Minnesota, California, Wisconsin, Michigan, New York, Alaska, and the Ohio. Alaska is gateway drug. California is Burnham Park twice. Return, thank you. Dalton, and in Georgia, up in Massachusetts, Springfield, 1, 2, 3. New York is New York once. The Ohio's Hamilton. You talked about me. Wisconsin, Edmonton, Milwaukee, that's Wisconsin. Michigan is Sterling Heights. Minnesota, Woodbury, and Lakeville. One time. Thank you so much. Today, Edmund Fitzgerald went down. It was 50 years. Down they went. 29 men. Listen to that song weighing twice on the way to work this morning. We're 10th. I think it went up and hit a shoal. That's why it's split in half. I think a big wave came up and hit that shell, I think. I mean, that's what had to happen. Or it just went up, it came down, and then the pressure just broke it in half. Something like that. Who knows? But 29 men lost their lives and are entombed. They don't let them go down there. It should be the Titanic. They got the bell off. It is a grave. Put a new bell down there, put their names on it. Look at the Titanic. I mean, how many times did I go down? One guy literally murdered. Well, there was a choice, and he had suicided himself going down there on the Titanic. It sank. Leave it alone. Get the bell. I get it. A couple things, but can I take it? Your mom's grave? I'm just curious. Can I be a grave robber and go into your grave? I used to do Johnny J. Utah from the Bay Area. Coffin wars, man. We were big on coffins. Johnny J's digging up Michael Jackson's coffin. Here it is. We open up. It's got some stuff in there, man. We got $1,000 over over there for beef stew. It looks like over there. Santa Claus is going to throw $2,000. Marky Mark's throw $3,000 in. Oh my God, BlindViews, that's where he sees it. Is in the building, you know. So we see it all the time. Johnny Jaden.
Okay, one on top. We got to do a couple here right now for some more coffee noise.
Do that. CB, we horse around that behavior, so it's kind of fun. Coffee reward. People, oh, it's disgusting. I'll be quiet. It's just a podcast. But I was hoping maybe he got his phone taken away from him. KCgrits, he's kind of in witness protection program. He's kind of been his. We have another cooking video coming out. So this will be on 11 on 12 one, another almond one. Then we went a little shopping spur, and then I got one. People bitching about the Sarasota Tim channel's boring, but they still listen without Sarasota Tim. It is what it is, but no, it's cool. Oh, let's go look at Craig. One guy goes, I don't know. I didn't know. I'm just telling you, call the show. I mean, it's a Google number you call, and then I answer the phone, and you're on a podcast, and this is being done. Obviously, I'm not live. I'm just laying it down for the archives for people to consume later. Getting some good. I put them up over on TalkShoe, the Mighty Big Shoe, getting some views over there, and over on Rumble, a few here and there, nothing special. So I mean, it is what it is. Some get, some go, some do, some don't. I mean, so much you can listen to now, and so much you can consume. It's just unbelievable how much is out there you can watch now these days. Let's see. Let's go over to Craigslist. His connections. I love Craigslist. It's my favorite. Looking for a couple, Hennepin County, 11 minutes ago. Looking to meet a couple. What for? You want to have group sex? Any good-looking ladies along for some, looking for some fun? What kind of fun? 40 white male looking for fun. A laid-back woman to hang out with you. Okay, sure. I'll come over and you can do me dog. Whole Foods in Minneapolis. You were super cute. Was it a dog you're looking at? How gorgeous! You're on my way. You were kind of thicker in a white outfit. Looked like you were having difficulties finding your orders. Well, okay. Coon Rapids, Home Depot, 11/8/25. I don't Home Depot because it all goes down to Atlanta. Coon Rapids Home Depot, 11/8/25. Coon Rapids Home Depot. You were with your mom. I was with mine. You looked very uninterested in being there. I was looking for an item. You couldn't find the right aisle. Well, I was looking in the right aisle. You caught my eye contact and you gave me a big smile. You were with your parents. I would have definitely talked to you and got your number. I hope you find this message. We can talk. Tell me what the color of socks you were wearing or the color of your mom's hair. Oh, Jesus Christ. See, don't smile at anybody in public. Don't do it, because right away some idiot's gonna, it's like you talked about me. You talked about me. Asian female at the Target Eden Prairie, that'd be over by Princess Place. You were a beautiful Asian woman at the EP Target last evening around 7 p.m. You smiled at me, but walked away as soon as my sister came around the corner. Yes, that was my sister. She was visiting over the holiday weekend. I was dressed in blue jeans and black shirt. Love to talk with you. Please. Oh, somebody walked in rude, and then you talked about me. Where is Alfie? Alfie, call the show. Just call the show, Bear Exposure. Let's get exposed. Could you imagine Bear Exposure calling the show? Could you imagine that? Rest. I mean, it's the new him. I do gotta go to another place and do another one. Just say, he's gonna have a holiday, a remembrance of him. Get somewhere and we'll all get together somewhere in Michigan. I'll fly out to Michigan and get together. Remembering Bear Exposure around the holiday season. So I have a gathering someplace you can all fly to. I don't know. Gathering Grounds Coffee Shop, 1998, Minneapolis. I need Q-tips. I still think all my friends, even ones with boyfriends, have worked at City Pages. Oh, Jesus Christ. I miss City Pages. That was a great place. Greeting cards, Midway Target. Why would you go to that crime-ridden area in St. Paul? Really? You're a couple by the greeting card for Midway Target. I'm a senior man who spoke for several minutes. The thought would be nice to meet you somewhere again. I was given your phone number. But I misplaced it. I hope you cease and contact me. It'd be so nice to have you both as good friends. Meaning a three-way? Is that what you're talking about when you talked about me? Minnehaha dog park. I love that dog park. My sister will meet there once in a while. I love that dog park. You were wearing a blue sweater, a red snowflake that was same pattern of my deer head sweater. You were dark blue coveralls with a leash around your waist. I was in brown overalls. You were handsome. I was shy. Oh boy. It was November 2nd. Oh, I want to come meet you. I want to feed you. I want to feed you like Rob wants to feed after all the information. Black Heart on Halloween. St. Paul, the 3rd of November. You were the Goblin King. I was the fruit bait. Awkwardly, but I was fascinated by you. Your name starts with an S. Please reach out if you see this. I hope to get to know you. You were so lovely. I'm sorry I forgot to offer my number. I hope you find this. Ukido, the House of Three Freaks today. Brunette women with fiery shoulder, Minneapolis. The 2nd day of November. Looking for the awesome energy brunette with the brown fur-like fit up shoulders. We shared some dances. Stayed cool with the fans. Cool. Did you get any? I mean, I'm just curious. Hello, Sunshine Eagle on the 1st day of November. Hello, the first time I saw you. Who was I with? What gas station was it? Second time I saw you, I parked in front door. I saw you mention to me. Oh, look out, here we go.
Call from morning.
Hello.
Well, hey, there you guys are.
Well, there you go. What's happening?
Oh, are we fear-mongering?
We're fear-mongering.
All right.
What's happening?
Fear-mongering radio.
Fear and cheer.
Well, I had to catch up. on the latest drama.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea who Mikey is. Never seen his video.
Either.
But the other guy, the guy that he's having the fake beaks with,
I think, okay.
His video popped up into my feed, which is weird.
Because I think that's a fake beef to grow both their channels.
Sure it is. That one guy, which I've never heard of him, I went and looked at his channel really quick. They have the same amount of views.
Yep.
So a brand new channel that has like no views. So anyway, I watched his video popped up into my feed. I watched it. I was like, oh, this is who Karl's talking about. I had to go try and find this Mike guy. I didn't watch any of his videos.
He's boring.
I watched BlindViews video. I haven't watched the BlindViews for a while. I watched his one about Tater where he called him tacky, and then I watched the one about this fake feud. But before I forget, because I don't have any notes, we don't do notes here. I think BlindViews is really living in a glass house criticizing Tater's decoration, because BlindViews lives in a house that's decorated like a vampire, like Dracula, right?
Correct.
So if he thinks that's cool. He should have a more open mind about like different strokes for different folks when it comes to the decoration.
Well,
you want to look like a dungeon, like Dracula's castle, and Tater wants to look like a beach resort or whatever that's supposed to look like.
Well, if you want to go see someone's house, I was watching what's her name? Once in a while I'll pop her up. Chris the girl. She has a Halloween Christmas tree. A Halloween Christmas tree, because a woman is obsessed with Halloween.
People do that. One of my sisters does.
No, but her whole house is full full of Halloween for forever. And I get it, but like with Tater, what's the big deal? It's amazing what he can see. It's amazing what the man can see.
Well, I just don't get why that's like a point of criticism, like his choice of decoration.
Yeah, because he's
like, I get the build quality stuff, and the fact that he like threw it together and he used like a glass house door. I get all that, but like, who cares what the theme means? I do think the naughty bus is kind of lame.
Yeah, it is.
That's like double entendre because they're like the OnlyFans stars or whatever.
Yeah, I know.
So I get it. That's kind of dumb, but I don't really care what he's decorating.
I don't either.
He's horrible. The color is horrible.
He's a man. He drives around in his bus. That's what the man wants. Like I said in the video, I guess if I saw a shuttle for sale, like I was whatever it was an Embassy Suites shuttle. It was $500. It was at a transmission shop over in Richfield. The guy has it on sale. If I bought that tomorrow, I could have a friend of mine could barter a transmission. He could stay at my cabin. I talked to him on the phone. He goes, "If you want it, I'll put a transmission in it." We were talking, and you give me your cabin for 2 weeks. So I could barter to get that thing. And if I was going to do it, I could bring it up to the shop, and I would have my plan and make it into my getaway. I'm not going to, but if I was going to do it, it'd be a one-shot done. None of this, he had the video game in there. That's what he wants to do. Here's the problem with Tater. People give him money, and then he spends it. When you spend on people's money, it's a lot easier. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. So I work for my money. I'm very careful how I spend my money. You know what I'm saying?
I think that, like, if you were to do a psychological case study on a lot of these YouTube guys, or women too, like the people that they just don't want to have a job, they want to. It's like the Peter Pan syndrome.
Right.
They want to travel. They want to obsess about the things that they're nostalgic about because that's what makes them happy. Like Carpetbagger, I saw a video one time where he shows his house. And it's like 100% floor to ceiling, like tchotchkes and like toys and stuff like that, which is fine. But like, on the spectrum of psychology, like surrounding yourself with like knickknacks from your childhood, while also being like, I don't want to have a job. I'm a free spirit.
Yep.
Like,
well,
I bet him and Tater have something in common. I'm sure, if you had them. Take like a DSM test or whatever, I guarantee that they both have the same thing.
It's just like Daily Woo. He goes to Disney every damn day. He's bitching about his views going down. He buys all this stuff for the corner of goons in his. He buys all these. He's obsessed with Back to the Future. He's obsessed with the Goonies. He's a movie guy, but he goes to Disney almost every single day. You know what I'm saying? But that's what he wants to do, but he wonders why his channel's slowly dying. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the same thing over and over again. I'm not saying I'm overly creative person, but there are other things to do in this country instead of like, because what Carpetbagger is trying to go after his younger kids. That's why he drives. That's why he rides kids rides. He just doesn't. That's what his demo is young people that running around, going to stupid side. That's what he does, and it's strange, but that's what he does. His whole house is, and same thing with Jenny Pennell and she collects all kinds of weird crap. That house is becoming to be full of crap at their house that's out there in North Carolina. The bunker.
Yeah, and like that's what Tater reminds me of, because if you go back to like old Tater videos, which I did one time, he had a house that was like full of arcade machines, video games.
Right.
Which, like, again, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Like, I collect crap too.
Yep.
But my house isn't like floor to ceiling of that stuff. And even if it was, I still would like have a job to pay for it and wouldn't expect other people to pay for it. Like, they truly like are just trying to live, on other people's dimes to like fulfill their.
Well, of course, I mean,
what made them happy as a childhood. But like this Living Free Mike guy, like I said, I didn't watch any of his videos because I just didn't see anything that caught my eye. And since I had already watched that other guy's video, I didn't want to hear them like just debate the same point. It's fake. that they're two grown men that like obviously had some sort of an agreement that he was going to teach him how to do YouTube. He was going to work and help him. And then now they're splitting those channels off. It's like what I told you. If BlindViews was smart, he would have a back and forth with you and Karl and Mark. Like, you could manufacture drama that isn't real, and you can create interest in people. That's what people want,
right? And
they want to pick a side.
I can't see Mikey. What I've seen that guy, he's getting in a fight with somebody. I just can't see him getting in some kind of this alleged fight with this other guy. But Mikey knows what sells on YouTube, and what do you think I talk about? Other YouTubers, I talk about the drama, I comment on people, I make up people dying, whatever, and do fun stuff. You know what I'm saying? I get it, but that's what this other guy realizes from Mikey. Mikey says, listen, ask for money, troll, make sure you trigger BlindViews. This is who you want to trigger. This guy right here will grow your channel. BlindViews will.
Yeah.
He knows. So he's not stupid. He knows he's blind. I mean, if I like I told Mark, he needs to go down to Cortex, whatever that place, go down there and talk
to Tater.
And go talk to Tater. Dead serious. I told him that many times. Go down and talk to him. Because I think a lot of times Tater likes to trigger his haters.
Oh, yeah.
I think he loves to do that.
Because it's good for business.
Correct. I mean,
because those guys, those hater channels will do your marketing.
Correct.
I never heard of Nomadic Fanatics before BlindViews.
I saw one of his videos come up when he first got the bus, and then BlindViews came up, and I'm like, okay. And then his past of being a felon, it's just like with Wonder Hussy. She doesn't say anything about anytime you talk about the creator, she'll do something with that creator because she has better things to do to feud with people. Occasionally, she'll talk about the town that she's in. They don't like her bringing people to their town, and she complains about it occasionally, but she pretty much sticks to what she's doing. She keeps her drama pretty much away from her stuff. She may mention it in a live stream, that the town she lives in is pissed off at her because she's brought people to that town one too many times. They're getting pissed that people are coming, but she doesn't feud with people because she knows better. She has better things to do. She will hint, but she knows better, And Cartbagger learned to quit striking channels and let people talk about you and keep you relevant.
Oh, yeah.
He learned.
Advertising.
Yeah. Passing Through Production is the biggest advertiser of the Daily Woo, Tampa J, and Carpetbagger, and there's another 3 channels out there that just constantly complain about Yankee in the South. The most boringest vloggers I've ever seen in my entire life. Well, Will and Dawn, okay? There's one channel that literally runs 24 hours a day. So it'd be like me running BlindViews channels, all his stuff 24 hours a day. Just running his stuff nonstop. You know what I'm saying? Or Karl or Mark. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, really? You have nothing better. There's one guy who did a troll video on Will and Dawn. He says at the end, it took me 10 to 12 hours to do this video. I expect a like and a sub. Could you imagine that? Spending 10? I could make almost $1,000 in that time between both my jobs, working at the airport and for my uncle. I could make almost... I would
rather do absolutely nothing.
I totally agree.
10 hours doing that.
I
would rather go to the dentist and get my face.
I totally agree.
You know what I mean?
I could.
Before I forget, speaking of teeth, did you see the video that Barium Exposure made where he was exposing Ticketmaster and then he deleted it?
No, I didn't see it. What do you?
Please tell me you saw it. Oh my God, it was only up for like a little bit. I can't remember what day it was last week. So he made this video, and it was called "Exposing E-Tick and Ticketmaster."
Okay.
I think he fell for a scam. I think he fell for, sometimes if you like Google concert tickets,
yes,
some of the sites that come up aren't real sites. Right. So he was talking about and he called, he said, I'm Barium Exposure, and I'm exposing Ticketmaster and E-Tick. Anyway, he was trying to buy tickets to a comedy show, and he said that he wasn't going to advertise this comedian, but I'll say it's GJ or something like that. And I'm like, what are you doing? You're not going to advertise. Sounds like he went on some ticket website and thought that he had
a good deal,
a pre-sale special or something. And he bought these tickets, and then he said, like, later, out of curiosity, he went to a different website, and this one might have been Ticketmaster, the second one, and there were, like, front row seats for less than he paid through the other thing. And he was waving his hands. It wasn't very long. It was like maybe 4 or 5 minutes, but he was waving his hands around, and he was pissed. And some troll, I've never even seen this username before on anybody's thing. Somebody was up there talking about his plastic teeth and something else, and he took the whole video down. But oh my God, it was Varium Exposure exposes e-tics and Ticketmaster.
Well,
I'm pretty sure he got scammed.
Well, he probably he likes to privatize stuff, and then he puts it back up again. So he probably everything you see on my channel is there or what's coming up. You know what I'm saying? You know, the KC cooking show today I have an almond one coming.
I saw.
It's funny. It's the one I did, another almond one for my wife, and we're talking. And I said, this is for KCgrits again. Live in the group home. She looks at me. She goes, "Is that true?" You'll hear me.
Oh, happy belated birthday! Happy belated.
We went to her birthday. We went out to a mall out in Albertville, bought her some shoes, and I gave her $100, and I was let her buy a shoe. I'm going to buy you a pair because she bought me something and it didn't fit, so she felt she owed me a birthday gift. I'm like, so here's real good poor choice I made yesterday. We put the pumpkins in the backyard, right? And I threw the one kind of behind the thing, and it rolled, and somebody knocked it down in the creek, the deer or something. So I get down the lawn right on Saturday. I'm walking back in the creek, right? And it's all the water's gone. I kind of sink a little in the mud. I mean, all of a sudden I sink straight down the mud, right? Both my shoes are in the mud, right? I'm in there. I get my left shoe out. The right shoe, it's gone. I couldn't get it out. It was my mud shoes. I come walking up from the creek, and she goes, "Were you doing a bit?" And I go, "No, I made a poor choice. I was trying to get the pumpkin out of there." And she goes, "Where's your other shoe?" And I go, "That's gone to the mud." I couldn't get it out. I was like, and it was cold mud, so I threw the socks away, and then I have like 3 other pairs in the garage. When I get new shoes, I put the other ones in the garage if I want to go like in the water, go fishing.
Yeah, those are the lawn mowing shoes.
Yes, exactly. So I think, okay, a couple also just down it went. I'm like, oh man, I almost fell over.
You were gonna say you took a tumble again, yeah.
I almost fell over because I could have broken an ankle because if I would have fell over.
Oh yeah. So I've had that happen to me before fishing. It's bad.
So I come walking up, and my feet are just freezing because the mud was freezing. So she goes, "Well, then the deer are going to have to go in there by themselves." And I was going to get it and throw it back up behind the shed, and have them have at it. So one of them knocked it down there. The other one's getting slowly eaten up there. I can see it right now. But yeah, the right shoe is gone in the mud for the rest of its life. I
went to Burger King last week. I thought of you.
Oh, did you?
I hadn't been to Burger King forever, and I couldn't figure out what I was going to get for lunch. And there was a Burger King close to where I was, and I said, "You know what? Let's get." Because I always tease you about Burger King. Yep. I bet I haven't been to Burger King in 6 or 7 years, probably more. There's just not one there's not one close to my house, but by where I was.
I think I need a kickback. I need a kickback.
So I got a Whopper, or just a regular Whopper with cheese, the old standby classic.
Well, next time you do go, get the chicken wraps. They're really good. The chicken wraps.
So good.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, if you get it hot and messy, that's why when you do get it one, have them add extra things on there because they have to make it fresh. They have to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you want something extra special, say, "Hey, listen, extra tomatoes on there," and then say, "Make sure it's hot." So they have to throw it, and then they throw it in the mic. You know what I'm saying? They nuke it for you. So. Well, that's good. I
gotta go, buddy. It's a short one today.
Well, that's too bad. But
about 4:30. So.
Okay. What do you think about Dinger dressing up like Sarasota Tim for Halloween? Wasn't that kind of a mental?
I like the neutral channel that made the video making fun of him eating that pepper.
Yeah. That was
All
pretty.
right, I got to run.
I'll talk to you later. Back to the group home. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
I love having him on. It's just it's so good to have him on because it's just fun. He gets it. He's fun to call in. He's the one that kind of sits back and watches all this behavior, and we have the time of our lives, so we appreciate him. The group home coming to the show, so it's always fun to have him come to the show. Where did I see this RV camp? Let's see what these RV campers are. I'm going to see if there's any good RVs for sale here. Well, why wouldn't I mean there's nothing for sale in the RVs? Won't give me anything. I didn't notice he got scanned. He probably did. RV campers. Well, just keep me a map, so it must not be. Sometimes there's nothing there. Misconnections. Let's see. Okay, let's thank you, NSP. Let me see. Big thank you to the extremely courteous lady who made sure the automatic door remained open to me. It doesn't happen very often, at least to me. I try to do for others as generally is so very much appreciated. It's not anyone runs across someone so nice. Oh, isn't that nice? Even allow me to drive the first, always smile. Wish I'd have more time to talk. Oh, thank you so much. Well, I appreciate that. That's very nice of you. I love Craigslist. It's one of my favorite readings. So the back page was fun until it got to be too much behavior going on. There was too much stuff going on there. It's too bad they started what do we want to call it? Prostituting people was too bad, but it was a fun website. It was great. Let me see over here now. But that was always good to have him come on. And one guy says it's not that tough to call, man. Dude, it's not that tough, dude. But Drowny, you call the show. It's not that tough. It's a phone call. Right there, he called in on. There it is. Diablo fired with the Vagina Giants. They fired his ass. I do. It's like I do like Call Me Chris. She's one gorgeous woman. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. I love her a lot. She's a lot of fun. She's a gas. A lot of fun. Let me see something here. So, yeah, BlindViews. I love people making comments. All the I love the names. It's so hilarious. 403. Oh, I forgot about your lame channel. I remember the thanks for Stewie Lines. It's talking, so I stopped by for a review. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's 552K. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I do. I mean, anybody comes by, I appreciate it. Appreciate it comes by. Your kitchen's outdated just like your wardrobe. I don't know. It's not that Cowpote is mental. I love those. It makes me laugh. But that's it. I commented on there, but it's error 403. I followed you, man. What the hell are you talking about? So that was the one that did the one on Breaking Hearts. So I follow that person. So on this channel, I appreciate him coming by. I really do. So at least I show my face. It's just trolling. It's all it is. It's just trolling. I get it. It's all it is. It's just, you're a faceless troll. I get it. So. As we have the behavior going on. So there's one chick on here constantly doing. My favorite one is this. The stewardess. She's always dressed in red and going through there. Now that's what I call vlogging. Tennessee Squirting Feet. The Smoky Mountain Vloggers. Yeah, everybody was down there at the vlogging. What the hell's their names? Also was Carpetbagger down there. There was a shitload of people down there going on. Carpetbagger's down there with Yankee in the South was down there, and also Tampa J was down there. Just all these vloggers down there was just Carpetbagger does not look interested when he's in Tampa J. You can just tell. So that's called vlogging. So they're down there, and all these different vloggers, and they go to this cook-off, I guess. So. The look on Dawn's face are epic, like a child, the way she acts with these. I'm not chilly guy, so. But, so there's a lot of a lot of people down there were down with this behavior down there. So Tennessee squirting. So Tampa J was down there. Other people, I don't know, all kinds of fun people are down there. So it's a big thing, Gatlin down there. For some reason, it's a big thing for people going down there. I guess people love to go down there. So it makes me laugh. It makes me cry. But it is what it is. But yeah, it's just funny. BlindViews, that's the way he, I think that, again, that's fake drama. In my mind, it's fake drama. That's what it is. It's fake drama between Josh and Mikey. That's the way I look at it. But I mean, 522K, I subbed to you, man. I made comments down below, and I appreciate you coming by, but it is what it is. I'll call Ted real quick. See if Ted the Talking Head is in the building. Ted the Talking Head. I'll call Sweet Melissa. Ted the Talking Head.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. Welcome to Fear Mongering Radio. What's going on?
Nothing. Just getting ready for the Islander game tonight.
See, the Wild came in there and kicked your ass.
Yeah, the wussy.
Wussy Wild. Yeah.
Not a fan. But yeah.
How's the new arena?
It's awesome. I've been there probably about 10 times.
Oh, you have?
Yeah. Anytime I'm up in the big city, like this hockey season, we usually try to work it around an Islander home game.
Because we're going to. She actually capitulated, and we're going to take a train to Chicago in March and watch the Blackhawks.
Oh, that's awesome.
Before she was, I don't want to get on a plane. I don't want to get on a train. So we're driving out to an apple orchard about a month ago. She goes, I hate to approach this. And I go, what? I know you've talked before. And I go, what? Let's take a train to Chicago. I looked at her and I go, you chopped down that tree about a year ago.
Yeah.
Right away you said no. And I said, yeah. I said, let's go. It's a Monday and we leave Monday. It's a Tuesday game. Come back on Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
Because last year we went out to Vegas and I said, why we're in Arizona? Why don't we just go to Vegas and watch both? And that was, we went, we drove up to Vegas, stayed overnight, and we actually won $1,900 and drove back down to Arizona and saw them in the college facility and had the time of our lives. I said, let's take the train. We don't need a rental car. We Uber it around and we can jump. It's a 7-hour trip. It's round trip is $125 each, upper level of the train, and it's a 7-hour train ride,
That's not bad.
Yeah. But I'm like, and
you get to go see the big city too.
Yeah, get to hang out on the outskirts.
Yeah.
So
I'd like to go to the big city of Chicago.
Yeah,
I've only been there once.
The Windy City. We've been there before.
Yeah, it's a dump, but.
Yeah, well, I do like Michigan Avenue. They have people with AK-47s guarding that they know better. It's just like downtown Vegas. They have people with weapons, making sure nothing happens because that's their bread and butter. You don't want some mass shooting in downtown.
No.
If you're hanging out, they kick you out. Just like I think you told me that one time there was somebody dressed up as a Elmo or something. They molested. They grabbed somebody.
Yeah. They got problems with that in Times Square.
Yeah, because people, it's like dressing up as Mickey. I remember Disney World. Disney, a couple of Mickeys were doing that to people, and that got pushed aside real quick. They'd walk up for a hug, and they would molest somebody. That happened a few times in Vegas, in Disneyland or World. I'm dressed up as Mickey, right? And everyone loves you. You're right. You're dressed up as Mickey, and everyone's happy to see you. And people come up, they hug you, and then they were like grabbing somebody. You know what I'm saying? Which is never cool. That's just a bad rap. You told me about that one day. We were there. You sent me that article. Someone was Elmo, and they were grabbing people.
Yeah, you can't be doing that. It's frowned upon.
So what did you dress up as? Was it Superman or was it?
Oh, I'm always Superman.
Yeah, you dressed as Superman. You told me one time you were down there doing that or something.
Yeah.
One time I was in Vegas.
When I would do like plain clothes stuff, I would dress as the waste management man.
My favorite one time we were in Vegas and there was Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley dressed up, and I just waved out with my camera, and the guy turned his back on me. He wouldn't look in the camera. I go, come on. I said, I'm not giving you money unless you look at me. Okay?
Yeah.
And I'll decide if you deserve the money. We talked a little bit, and I said, here's $10. You guys can both have fun, and walked off. He turned his back on me because I didn't give any money.
Oh.
Well, I was there one day, and it was like the same year, and I was down there, and there was like these girls dressed up as, what do they call those, the girls that the kick high, where they were dressed up as showgirls, right?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous women. I mean, they were beautiful, and I got a picture, like, I gave him $10, and the kid came up, and he did the same thing, and I grabbed, like, where are you going? I said, no. You went and got a picture from these two girls from your buddy. Give him some money. Because he was going to run off. And he pulled $5 out. I said, get that. I said, these people aren't here for their health. I said, you want a picture, you pay for it.
Yeah, that's right.
Kid kind of looked at me. He's going to run off. His buddy took like 3 or 4 pictures on his phone. And I said, give him some money.
Yeah, that's not cool.
I mean, it's like, come on, man. You're going to get these pictures with these people, and then you run off. You know, I just grabbed him. I said, "You give me some money, bitch boy."
Yeah. Those people need to be.
I mean, I have a short with this chick with a whip in her hand, and Sue Ellen took a video of it, and another one I did with a dance with a big African American woman, and it cost me $10 for each one. She filmed it, shook her head.
Yeah.
The one was she was dressed up as a whip, what do you want to call her? But I put that up before. That was pretty funny. She had the whip around my neck and the whole 9 yards. It was great. It cost me $10, man, but it was well worth it.
Yeah, you got a memory, you got a picture.
Exactly. I got a video on YouTube on that behavior.
Yeah.
So do you think the government's going to open up or not?
Well, it seems like the Democrats have no choice because their people are hurting, man. So you only can vote no so many times.
Right. People aren't getting fed the snap, and
when you have one Republican not voting yes, Rand Paul, because he never does.
Right.
You can't really blame it on the Republicans. You know what I'm saying? You need 60 votes.
Well, are they going to open up again or not?
Yeah, they're going to have to. You got no choice.
Well, I know all flights are being delayed.
What's so funny? The Obamacare, that money was supposed to run out this year. The subsidy is supposed to expire. That was built into it. But it's such a fraud and it's such a joke that they still need money because it's unaffordable. They had all that time to figure something out, and it's still a piece of.
Well, one thing about the hunch I didn't like. He sent $40 billion over to Argentina. I didn't like that. He was doing that.
Well,
whatever the hell that was, propping up some government. I don't like that behavior, but whatever. And they're getting rid of these generals for no reason at all, and they're kind of purging. I don't know what's going on there. That tomorrow I just don't like whatever you're because you're pissed. You just can't start giving it to generals for no reason. I don't like that kind of behavior just because. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I'm not a big fan of General Milley. That guy should have been, for treason, bro. You got these people. They're in the military, but they're not really military.
Right.
They're part of the swamp, part of an establishment, part of the problem.
Again, we don't see eye to eye on political behavior. We do got to take care of our people first before everybody else. I'm just, and I get the illegal immigrant behavior. You want to come here, work, fine. Don't come here illegally. We get rid of people that break the law. I totally understand that. You want to come here and be a citizen, great. But you come here illegal and
the right way, like my grandparents.
Yeah, I agree.
My grandparents waited online.
I agree. I totally agree.
I always laugh what? You expect me to follow the rules? I know. Yeah. And if you don't like it, you can leave. How about that?
I totally agree. Just like we were at a Chinese restaurant yesterday over in Glen Lake, and we usually pay the bill at the table, but she was real busy. So we went up front to pay the bill, right? And the chick looks at us and goes, "Oh, did we do very well? No tip." And I looked at her, and I'm like, the tip's the table, ma'am.
Yeah.
She said that to me. I go, I just told her, I told Sue Ellen, so we just don't know. Now you don't say that to somebody that there's no tip on the damn ticket. It's like I give cash to the lady all the time, $10 tip every time. The bill is usually $35, whatever the hell it is. Don't worry about it. Just because we don't, it's like people at the airport ask me for Zim, whatever the hell it is. Like, no, I don't have that. You want to give me a tip? It's cash. I'm not, not.
Oh yeah.
Zim, whatever, Venmo. It's like, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
I know a couple of drivers that was doing that, and they realized real quick the government knows what you're getting. I told them not to do it. I'm not doing it, man. My PayPal is strictly for. Is for business. I don't use it for.
Now your tips are tax free.
Yeah, I'm not going through Venmo because then the government knows. I don't care who's in office. They know. It's just like when I go to Mystic Lake Casino or anywhere else. I've never ever had a card because when I'm playing, because I don't want them to know what I'm making. All of a sudden, for some reason, one day I was up at Hinckley. I don't know. I saw George Thorogood maybe 8 years ago, maybe more than that. And I got lucky, won $1,200 real quick before we went in. I was just lucky win. And she goes, "Oh, you want a car?" And I go, "Ma'am, I'm here for these chips. I'm not here for your hotels. Okay, I'm here to win money. I don't care. You know." And I just don't, because I don't want them knowing what the hell I'm winning. Let's say I come there every week and win $1,000 every weekend. Then all of a sudden you're getting targeted. You know, you give your card, it goes up the computer. Hey, we better watch this guy at the blackjack table. He might be counting cards. So let's say I won $1,000. Because one time when we had a card at Mystic Lake about 20 years ago, about 5 weekends in a row, I won $500. I would keep my chips, and we were playing, and the guy Sue Ellen wore this Harvard red sweater the sweatshirt she wore all the time, and we were talking with some guy about counting cards, and I told the guy about the how they do it and all this stuff, and I said, if I'm counting cards, I'm at third base. I was in the middle, and the guy goes, "Yeah, some people come every weekend with their wife, with their girlfriend, with a red sweater." And I looked at him and said, "She's not my girlfriend, she's my wife."
Wow. Who said that? The guy, the dealer?
The pit boss.
Oh, jeez.
He said that to me because she every weekend, that was her weekend sweatshirt, and she would stand behind me after she would, and I got lucky 5 weekends in a row. It was like $400 or $500. But if I'm counting cards, Ted, I'm not at second. I usually play first base, and I got there, and there was 3 of us. So I just sat in the middle. I got lucky again, and I'm talking because the one guy we were talking about Cheating Vegas, a very good show on Travel Channel. I explained it to him about the 70s and how people try to cheat Vegas and about counting cards. I said when they first opened here, they had a guy advertising you could go to his class and he would teach you how to count cards. I looked at the guy and I go, "One, she's my wife, not my girlfriend. I'm not counting cards." And I said, "I'm cash. I'm out of here." You know, we left, and we don't go as we used to. We used to go weekly during the football season. We pick the picks. Sometimes I'd always have black chips. I kept my money for like 3 years. I never lost money because I kept my chips. But it's what he said to me. Yeah, every weekend. So, you know, it was like he was in assumed that I was cheating. You know what I'm saying? Because I no. I'm coming here if I'm playing first base, I'm not counting cards. You're at third base because you get the last count. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's where you're at. Because I got lucky and won 5 weeks in a row.
No tip for them if you win.
Shut up, man. I couldn't believe he said it to me. My wife looked at me and I go, "Let's get out of here."
Yeah.
And I said, "You should be ashamed of yourself." I walked off. Because she wore that sweater every single weekend because she come behind me. So I think I maybe had a card. Maybe at that time I have no idea. Maybe, or he just recognized maybe a card. I think I did have back when they had comps. Yeah, the old day when they had comps. And we would use the card for like the breakfast. That's what it was. She goes, here's a card because they were together. So when we would have the breakfast, we would get like $5 off. I mean, that's because I had a card. That's what it was, a card. I had a card, so that would pop up probably that I was here last weekend and what I made. They always type in when you leave how much you make. So they're probably they were typed. So when I came in that 5th week, it popped up. You know that I'm back and I've won $2,000. So that's why they do that with the cards. They will, when you leave, let's say you cash in, they'll say he left with 1,000. To the card, so they know what you're winning. So if you come back again, when you come back to Green Valley Ranch 6 months later, and we both took $10,000 out of that place the weekend, we're gonna pop up that we're back.
Wow, I always wondered how that works.
Trust me, they have chips now that have little things inside of it that what you're betting every time. Some of them have chips that have like a little computer chip in there. So if you're playing, they know that all of a sudden you're playing black, you're playing purple, which is 500. They know if all of a sudden you stack $100 just like that. You know what I'm saying?
Huh.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
So,
they're not in it to lose money.
No, I told that one at Hinckley. I said, "Dang, I got lucky, won $1,200. I got real lucky before we saw George Thorogood." And I put it in my pocket. I gave Sue Ellen $200 of it, and we went and saw the concert and came home. But I got lucky. But I'm not getting a card from you. So I don't use a card at Mystic anymore. I don't. I just don't, because we don't go there. I think we only go there. We go down to Iowa, down to the Iowa casino down there when we play roulette during Black Friday, and we make bets on that week, and then we come back, we made money in Super Bowl 59, whatever we made, but that's a rare occasion. But no, I don't use the card, because if you make money every week, well, why is this, hey, he's made this much money every week, and they'll track your ass.
Yeah.
I'm there for your money.
If they can do it,
Oh yeah,
the big group can do it.
Plus, you get shit in the mail too. They put you, and especially in Vegas, if you're a winter climate like Minnesota, they will inundate you with stuff because they know you want to travel. They'll send you stuff. We still get stuff from Green Valley Ranch once in a while. She just got something the other day from Green Valley. It's cold outside, but it's warm in Vegas.
Yeah.
So I see your candy ass, your Vagina Giants fired the coach today.
Yeah, that's been coming. That's been in the pipeline for a little bit, actually. So, he's made some really bad calls.
Yes, he has.
They've lost about 3 games they should have won. Like, they realistically should be 5-4.
They should have beat the Bears. They should have beat the Bears.
Yeah, they should have won that game. They should have won the week before. They blew that game, with passing on third down, and it gets picked off, and all that shit instead of running out the clock.
And then when he went into the medical tent,
yeah, you can't do that either.
That cost money. People got
fined.
I was just reading today about the fines. I was reading about somebody got fined $100,000. So I was reading off all these things from week 9. She's like, yeah. I said, every time something happens, I look at her. I go, that's a good charity. So she understands that now. Every time I see something like a face mask, I said, that's a fine. She said, what do you mean? I said, that's a fine. I said, I will be watching games. I go, there's a charity right there. She said, what do you mean? I said, all that goes to charity. I said they were going through all these fines, $10,000, $11,000, $100,000 for the hip tackle that someone did. So
They're down on that.
And I told her, I said, every time I see a cheap shot, a face mask, and a gesture or something towards somebody, or they abuse a referee, they don't like that too much. And I said, I tell it all the time. As soon as I see it, I said, that's a charity. That's a charity. That's a charity.
Yeah.
They speak the language of what? Language of money. But that's what they know. But Mark Cuban finally learned that with the NBA. They kept finding his ass over and over again. And his wife finally told him to stop it because of, less money coming in. A lot of these people.
He was going after the refs.
Yeah. So if you're a football player and all of a sudden maybe you're making minimum, but all of a sudden your wife's like, hey, you're $10,000 less on your game day check. What happened? Well, I was yelling at blah blah blah. They learn real quick because that's the language they speak. Especially NBA, because those guys spend it quicker. They can get it and they'll spend it when they don't. That's why when they wanted to go on, they went on strike. I remember KG. I remember standing next to him during the strike when he was. I just talked to him. He goes, "It'll be over in 2 weeks, son." I mean, I was standing next to him at the club because he goes, "There's too many people that spend the money too much."
Yeah.
And he remembered because he was standing next to me at a club, and I just said, "UK?" He goes, "I am." I said, "Well, how long do you need to strike?" And he goes, "Not too much longer, sir. Not too much longer, son." He goes, "Not too much," because he was at the club just keeping himself, limber. He was shooting the basket. We were watching something on the TV. And I just sat next to him, chatting with him. He goes, "Not too much longer." He goes, "People can't. The players can't handle this. It's just the upper hand are the owners, especially in pumpkin ball. None of them save their money. None of them do.
No, they live for the day, man.
Right.
They definitely live for the day. So. And
your Jets are winning games to much of your chagrin.
Yeah, much to my chagrin yesterday. 2 special teams touchdowns.
I saw that.
Sealed the deal. Justin Fields threw for like 50 yards. I mean, that's unbelievable.
All of a sudden, your coach is a Hall of Famer, right?
Yeah. Oh, you got our boy Williams.
Yes, I loved him when you drafted him. I loved him. Yeah. I was like, really? We got him?
I think he'll be good for them.
I liked him a lot. But you guys, hopefully you'll see what you do with you. I mean, you got all these draft choices, but you'll see what you do with them. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they need to keep losing because if they do too good winning and they start dropping down, then you got to waste them to move up. So if you just do terrible anyway, you don't have to trade them to move up because you already be moved up.
Right.
Well, but we'll see what happens.
So tonight,
I thought that was a good trade for the Cowboys.
I agree.
Gave up a lot, though.
Yeah, I know. Well, last night, Pennsylvania, I thought he would win last night. I really thought he. But Bold-Faced Larry was placing blame right after the game of usual, pointing fingers. Here's the whole thing. He's known for passing. Why are you running the sweep? Give the ball to him. Let him make his own calls. He's a very good throwing quarterback. Why aren't you throwing the ball? You know what I'm saying? I don't get it.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just the whole game was all screwed up once they got that safety.
Yes.
And then it kind of just spiraled from that.
And he's lucky he didn't fumble. He almost fumbled that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, I know. Then
they would have been seven. They would have been give me 6.
But I said to the old lady, I said, you would think a guy with that much experience would know better than to hold the ball like that in the end zone.
I was yelling, "Get rid of it! Get rid of it!" Because I knew as soon as he's not mobile. He's as mobile as me and you in a drunken stupor. Okay.
Yeah.
He's not mobile, and as soon as he went backwards and the guy was beating the tackle, I go, "It's 2 points." I said, then before my mouth out, I said, he should have stepped up in the pocket and thrown and just get rid of it. He stepped back, which is stupid. Step up into the pocket, make your throw, just throw it in the ground, get done with it, take a hit. But as soon as you went back, you're not Mahomes. You're not quick.
And if you throw intentional grounding or get flagged for that from the end zone, that's a safety.
Correct. So just step into the end. Step in. Maybe just go 2 yards and take maybe make a yard, but don't. That's something a rookie would have done. I mean, there's not a human soccer ball that can do that and run away from people.
Yeah. I was surprised.
I was like, "Come on, man, what are you doing?" But he kind of tell he's checked out. It's just I don't think he really cares. It's just he's got that look of fu, the old bold-faced liar. Just doesn't.
Well, he's 10 games in. So. Or 9 games in, with their bye week, so he's basically a little over halfway.
Right.
It's probably taking a toll on him.
Yep.
He's probably going to get worse as it goes.
I agree.
So I have to see how all that shakes out. But
so we pulled out of the cruise, don't you?
No.
Yeah, we pulled out. We're not going to pay the freight to go. It's not going to do it.
Oh, okay.
It was like $1,500 or something like that.
Well, the airfare was expensive.
Yeah, we're not going to do it. I told her, I said, just forget it. I said, well, we moved it out to 2027 or something, for later, whatever. Okay. I just said, I'm not doing it. I'm not that I can't afford it. I'm not doing it. It's just, some things are just not worth it. I mean, I don't care. Yeah. You know a quality when you see it, and it's not worth it.
Yeah.
I love to meet you. I love cruises, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not doing it.
No, that's fair. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so just so you know that.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, we'll just do something else.
Yep.
So
you see, George is on tour. He's coming to Duluth. That's like 4-hour drive for me. I'm not going to go. He's going to, because he's mainly up north. I think he's in Canada on his thing this year. So
yeah.
But
that's a little bit of a ride.
Yeah, it's a long ways to go. Even if I really wanted to go see the guy, it's a long way. It's a Wednesday too, as well. So
yeah. It's tough. I'd rather go down and see Sula play anyway.
Oh, when are you going down there?
Well, no, I'd rather.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying, he's always in December and his, birthday stuff.
Yep. Yeah, he's much better. Well, Ted, I got to make a phone call to Sweet Melissa. I appreciate you coming on the show on Fear Mongering Radio.
Sweet Melissa and to Sue Ellen and everybody you come in contact with, courtesy of the Cowpote Radio Network.
Exactly. Fear Mongering Radio. You're a founding member of Speculation Sports.
There you go. So
without your encouragement, I wouldn't be here.
Well, there you go. Yeah,
You're like, what the hell is podcasting? Well, I don't know. I get to talk. If I get to talk, and people listen to me in Australia. They listen to me in Israel and Daniel Bean and all kinds of weird African nations. It's weird.
Hey, man.
Overseas.
You've been doing it a long time.
Yeah, I know. They love me in Australia. I keep telling the Australians, kidnap me, send for me to be deported. Yeah. I love that. It'd be fun to meet somebody in Australia to show you're on Australia. It'd be fun.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Anyway.
All right, young man.
Be careful. You be warm, and
it was 32 degrees today. It was 32 degrees. It's supposed to be 60 on Saturday.
Oh gosh. Yeah, it's cold. We're in this vortex here too. It sucks.
All right.
So
I'll behave. You behave yourself in the Carolinas.
Yes, sir. You be good.
All right. Ciao. Bye.
Bye.
There he goes. Ted the Talking. It's always fun to have on Fear Mongering Radio. Good friend. When I told him about the podcast, he goes, "What the hell's that?" Let's call Sweet Melissa and see if she's available. I'll call. See what's going on with her. She doesn't like the hunch. He loves the hunch. So we'll see if Sweet Melissa's around. She's up in Maine. No Sweet Melissa. Sweet Melissa. No sweet. No sweet Melissa. All right, that's too bad. I always like her. I call once in a while. We go back a long ways. Let's call Karl. Let's call Karl. Call Karl. Thanks for calling in to Fear Mongering Radio. What can I do for you?
All right, let me get my ears in.
He calls into the show. He calls into the show, and he's not ready to talk on the show.
What's up?
Not much. What's going on? I had KCgrits on for a little bit, and I just called Ted the Talking Head in South Carolina. Sweet Melissa was unavailable, and I said, well, let's go for the second option. Let's call Santa Claus.
Yeah, let's call third place.
Oh, it's like a horse race. You decided to show, right?
I just got done, Was I on the sheet? The booking sheet?
Santa Claus to show, third place. Maybe $100, enough for a steak dinner.
Oh, so I just got done doing a video. I got to upload it. So that'll be fun. I was on about BlindViews today where a lot of shit's been going on.
I did a video in my car, and I think that's fake drama between him and that what's his name? Is it Josh?
Yeah, I was just starting to watch that video, and then I made mine.
I think it is. I think that's fake drama between I had KCgrits on. I think that because I can't see Mikey getting in a fight with somebody. I can't see it.
Oh, I can see it. And
really?
It looks real to me on the Joshua end, not the Mikey end.
I think okay, if there's any drama, I think they're hyping it to get people to come to both channels. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's real.
Well,
because think about it. I don't mean to be condescending. If you look at it from Mikey's point of view, this dude's smoking dope and taking naps all day when he wants to work. And then if you look at it from his point of view, Mikey's drinking and always asking him to do work, and he drives 300 miles, and he just pays for gas to drag that trailer back.
Well, he's paying for gas. What's the big deal?
He did a bunch of work, but Mikey helped him out. I think he got not disingenuous. I think Mikey was like a god. The food's moving. Hey, I'm with the food.
Right.
And then after a couple months, that got old being with the food.
Right. Now he fell in love with the food, just like with Beef Stew loved Sarasota Tim. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, Beef Stew would have totally been the same way. If Timmy would have said, "Hey, come over, I want to learn how to cook," Beef Stew would have totally been the same way.
Oh yeah. I just think there's a little. I think they're to me, and to prove it differently, I think it's a back and forth fake drama. I think there's more than there might be some. I'll still stick to that because Mikey knows drama sells on YouTube. You did when you talk about Sarasota Tim, people come to hear that. Just like with Miss Vicky, right? They don't care about her makeup. They want to hear her talk about Sarasota Tim. Just like with New York Dan, they don't care about your cruising, and I get it. No one cares about my stuff, my in the forest either. They come in my videos if I'm going to bitch about BlindViews. I know how YouTube works. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I think they had an argument, and I think he caused that rib injury to Mikey, and then it all went south, and so they had to split ways.
All right, whatever. You can believe you want to believe. I'll believe it's fake drama. I guess whatever. We'll agree to disagree. Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay,
all right.
That's fine. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and
because I can see it your way too.
Yeah. No, I understand.
Just watching him and his mannerisms and stuff. Not Mikey, but the other guy, I believe. Mikey could completely be lying to my face. I wouldn't know it.
Correct. Because he knows how it works. Just like with I know he did it again. He can see real well. He can see bitching about Sarasota. I mean, bitching about Tater's thing, his bus, because how dirty it is, whatever else. Like I had KCgrits on. And it's like, what's the big deal of how his thing is? What's the big deal that how he decorates his bus? I don't know what the big deal is. I don't understand.
Yeah, in my video, I'm like, hey, BlindViews, what if we just showed up unannounced one day to your house and we walked in and looked at the floor to see if it's vacuumed, see if all the dishes are clean and up in the cupboards. You know what I mean?
Well, it was like KCgrits said. He goes,
we don't know because it's dark. It's
right.
A dungeon.
That's exactly what KCgrits said. It's a dungeon. His house is a black dungeon rock and roll grunge rocker. Exactly what KCgrits said. Exactly. I mean, I get it. People get visual.
And that's his theme.
Yeah.
You know, and Tater's theme is nautical. His theme is dungeon.
Yeah, and that's what
whether you like it or not, it's just your thing.
That's what he does. I mean, I didn't know Tater had to make his bed for him. I didn't know he had to do that. And he can see this cat hair. How can you see the cat hair? I thought you were blind. You know what he says now? It's my opinion. He's doing it's my opinion. He's no longer doing it's blind and that's blind. That's the way I see it. He's now saying it's my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and now it's not funny anymore. I find it interesting.
Yes. So it's one or the other with him. So it's like I love monitoring his channel. I like doing what he's doing to the other guys. I love making fun of his channel because he's, like I said in the video, when I give my brother-in-law who is blind with no eyes, I give him a shot glass that he can feel with his hands. When I gave him a shark one day, a shark was a shot glass made like a shark, the teeth. So I gave it to him for Christmas. He opened it up and he was feeling it, and he's like, "This is really cool. What is this?" Because he could feel the teeth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was feeling it. So whenever we travel, I usually look for a real interesting shot glass, or I give him something that he can feel when I give him something. So because he sees with his hands. But again, every day he does a video and bits at what he sees. You're a bold-faced little liar. He's a bold-faced little liar that he can't see. He may be hard to see some places, but he knows exactly what he's looking at. It's like, shut up, man. Bitching about how dirty it is, and you know.
I didn't watch Nomadic Fanatic long enough, but he showed me the Taylor Swift trailer, where he made like the octopus wheels. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I didn't see that video, but good for him. But see, that's it. He's not doing to his. Again, it's jealousy. He's not doing what he would be doing. And because, however, Tater, if let's say you paint your house a dark blue. Not my favorite color. I remember when I bought my niece got married, right? And I paid for her wedding dress. She came out the first time, and I said, "Wow, that's not what I expected." She goes, "What do you mean?" I said, "It's beautiful. I expected to be more flirtier." You know, I said, "It's a beautiful dress," because I expected she'd have this big like Disney one kind of like. She had a really nice form-fitting dress, which it cost me $2,000 for it, but it was well worth it. I thought she would get something more extravagant, but she was a very simple, beautiful dress. You know what I'm saying? But
the last couple times Tater went to the beach. One time he got a bucket of chicken and went to the beach and sat there and ate chicken. I'm not saying that's what I'd want to do. But that's cool. And then the other time they got margaritas and they went and sat on the beach.
Yeah, that's it.
BlindViews just said, "Here's my chair. I'll be sitting on it later. Here's the ocean," and that was it.
Yeah, Tater can't do anything right. I get the guy's probably a dirtball, but like we talked on the phone, it's always easy to spend someone else's money. You work for your money, and so do I. You know, my tips go in the drawer. I'm very picky how I spend my money. I just told Ted we're not going to go on that cruise because I'm not paying $1,500 for a round trip. I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? To go on a cruise with him, I'm not going to do it. It's just, but that's I'm picky how I spend my money. But I don't know what it just can't in my mind. He's never happy what Tater does. He's never happy. It's just he bitches the whole time. Then go buy your damn bus and show us how it's done, right? Go buy your own diesel pusher and say this is the way it should be done, right?
He's probably one of those people as a kid on Christmas Day he was jealous of what the other kids
Yeah.
got as presents instead of being happy for them and then enjoying what he got.
Yeah, he lives his life through. I listened to part of his live stream. I went through it, and he was talking about how all this feud has happened, and I just think he's jealous. He's jealous of the people in the Nomad community. He's pissed that no one has embraced him. You know,
In algebra, it would be Stewart is to Sarasota 10 as BlindViews is to Tater.
yeah, exactly.
Because BlindViews wanted to be Tater's buddy
Yep.
and be talking to him and having stuff, and Tater stopped by and, when he comes by or whatever, and it didn't work out that way.
It'd be just like, okay, you know I support Wonder Hussy, right? Let's just say me and her communicated. Maybe we did a couple videos together. Let's say I'm out in Nevada and I happen to meet her. I would tell people, hey, see this woman on YouTube? I know her. You know what I'm saying? I've spoke with Wonder Hussy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can point at my phone, see this YouTuber? I know her. I met her, and we've done videos together. But all of a sudden, maybe she says, because I'm below her, maybe she decides to move on with me. I get pissed off because Wonder Hussy decides to not talk to me anymore because I'm not giving her money or whatever. So what do? I rip her videos. You know what I'm saying?
And then if you said you knew her, you'd have a picture of you with her in your phone or whatever.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
And you'd show people this, me and Wonder Hussy or whatever.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden she decides to not talk to me anymore because the money's not there anymore. So what do? I get bitter, right? And I start bitching. Yeah, her videos just suck. She was been in before, and I'll support her. I tell you this all the time. Hey, I hope she does well. She can go after her money. I think it's great. She's making content, which is rare on YouTube now. It's rare, and she doesn't really have any beef with me. She may openly complain that she has no friends in the town she lives in. They're pissed off at her because she's brought people to that town. But she never bitches with creators. She never has a creator problem. She keeps that to herself. You know what I'm saying? She just gives you content.
Like we are with Van Adventures Over 50. We like her. And if she came out and said, those two guys are complete idiots and I can't stand them, I wouldn't like it, but I'd be like, that's a bummer.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I wouldn't then turn around and go, oh, well, she's awful.
Yes, exactly. But you're right. He is pissed that because he talked about he had met somebody in his live stream. He went to someone's. Did he say he actually went into Tater's rig or something? Was it him? He went in, sat in, and actually talked to somebody. He was at
Mikey's live stream. I was there for a little bit too, and he's like, "Oh, I got to go look at my PayPal to see if anybody's giving me money so I can thank them." And then he comes back and he's like, "Oh, nobody donated to my PayPal."
Yeah, well,
it was funny.
Well, BlindViews has got a PayPal too as well. He's got a PayPal. He's an e-beggar too as well. It's out there.
Yeah.
That's fine, but he can't have both ways. But he's just jealous that Tater gets money from people. That's he wants to be an RVer so goddamn bad, so bad he wants to be an RVer. He wants to be one. He wants to be down there in Arizona right now with all the buddies down there. Blue Man. He wants to have his own RVer with his wife, hanging out, living off the land. He so badly wants to move down there. But he's stuck in the hood. He's stuck there playing his guitar, doing his Thursdays. I love to be able, I was 50 years old, travel around the country. But it's just, I'm not going to do it. It's not my style. But I'm not going to begrudge the hustle. I feel sorry for Carpetbagger, the Daily Woo, that every day do a video to make money and then just continue to go from place to place to place. I feel sorry for these people. I really do. That they have to do a video every day to make money and then ask for it too as well. And like I said, Carpetbagger will take a day off, and you know why he live streams? For money. That's all he does.
Mikey could go into town and get a job. BlindViews could edit videos for people.
Yep.
They choose not to work.
Correct.
YouTube is a harder job than just working.
Correct. Absolutely. Well, BlindViews, Wonder Hussy is looking for someone to help her do her editing on her videos. She's talked about that.
Yeah, BlindViews can do that, but he doesn't want to.
Yeah, he won't do it.
Doesn't want to work.
No, I wish I was a good editor and I was a single man and I was at home. I would say, listen, I'll do it for free, Wonder Hussy. It'd be a pleasure. I would fly out to meet her someplace, sit down and say, listen, what do you? Because I know Carpetbagger has somebody help him with his editing. Somebody, a friend of his does, helps him put up his thumbnail, which is cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to have some.
Monty Python started paying some.
I'm sorry, what?
Monty Python started paying someone to help her edit. I'm like, that's not good.
Yeah, I'm not paying. I mean, you know me, I'm a straight shooter. I edited on my phone. I did a Shopee one coming up. I put it all together on my phone. It took me 2 seconds. But if I'm going to, I one time looked at editing, it just took too long. I'm not doing it. It just takes too long. I'm not doing it. I can do that car video to the way home. I did the way home. I titled it, put the thumbnail up, and me and her went for a walk. I put for release while I was gone, and put it out, and it was live while I was walking. It took me a matter of 17 minutes to drive home, and it took me 3 minutes to put it up, title it, and walk away. And it's up. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I did one this morning like that, and I did one this evening like that. That's already in the can. I just got to upload it.
Make it simple. I have better things to do. To say, I got the one guy who did Yankees in the South. Yankee in the South. He did it took him 10 to 12 hours to do a video, right, on the Yankee in the South, right? This long ass video. At the end, he says, he goes, it took me 10 to 12 hours to do this video. I deserve a sub and a like. It's like, I can mean you can meet halfway and have lunch together and both go back home by the time that guy's done doing that video.
I know, and I've talked to Dinger and I talked to JJ about it, and I'm like, because I'm like, if I came down to visit, we would either I pay for one meal, you'd pay for the other, or we just pay our half.
Right.
And then, everything would be splitsies. I mean, it wouldn't. That's just kind of the way it works. Whereas they like thinking one person should pay for everything.
Right.
And the only thing would be different is the dogs would have to go on a go-kart ride in JJ's go-kart. That's one thing I couldn't split because I don't have a golf cart.
Right.
And they'd ride with Kaylee.
I was talking to KCgrits. I guess Bear Exposure he looks like he got screwed by a Ticketmaster or something. I guess he did some Ticketmaster thing. He was bitching.
Yeah, I'd stay in a hotel. I wouldn't stay in a spare bedroom.
Right.
I mean, even if they offered, I wouldn't do it.
Right. But I guess Bear Exposure did some video on some Ticketmaster thing or something, scamming. So
it was a typical thing where he's pissed off because he thought he was going to get these great seats, and then he calls like every other human being, and he got front row. Right.
Yeah, you go through these secondhand ones, you get screwed. You just don't. You go through Ticketmaster, you roll your dice. I've gotten a few times front row for George or something. If you go through the casino, sometimes we've done it before in casinos. It opens at 11 o'clock and you get in the phone right away, and they'll hold back a couple for the first callers, and you get front row. In Vegas, like the smaller, like Green Valley or Redwood. What's that one was it called? I can't remember what that one was called in Vegas. We got front row. So that happens once in a while. But to me, we've seen Bob Seger, a good friend of mine. He's in town here. He's a promoter, and we'll send an email and he'll say who's the promoter, and we get tickets on the side of the stage. They're just fine. We pay for them, but we don't have to do all the legwork. You know what I'm saying?
My wife got tickets to a comedian lady, and we went. We were probably 40, 45 rows back.
Yeah.
So it didn't make no difference.
I've seen Melissa.
Just the same as everybody else.
I've seen Melissa the third row. I've seen her way in the back, in the middle, and I'm in Melissa Etheridge. I've seen George front row about 3 or 4 times. Had a great time. I've seen Kiss front row, but I've been way in the back for AC/DC. Loved the concert because I was way back. I've seen Bruce Springsteen on the side of the stage at XL both times here, and I've seen him other places before. MGM, we saw Daryl Hall and John Oates. We saw AC/DC on the side of the stage. Kind of didn't mind. You're in the facility. Front row is fun, but also you're so close. You don't get to see everything. You don't get to see the whole show. You know what I'm saying? When you see a light show, I mean, I get front row. I've been there.
Isn't there an artist that doesn't like people front row that aren't going to be like totally into the concert?
A lot of them are like that.
That are just sitting there, and can you imagine Barry Exposure? I would think he's just sitting there,
We were
like with his arms crossed,
Yep.
watching the show.
We'll get that. Me and my buddy were at what the hell is it? Hinckley Casino, right up in Hinckley. Beautiful casino. They have an outdoor venue, right? It's beautiful. So we're seeing George. We're like fourth row, right? The tribe is in the left front row. The whole front row is like the tribe, right? About 12 of them. And they're all sitting there with their arms crossed the whole concert. And here's George, who likes to get involved with the crowd, right? He's pointing at them like they're just sitting there with their arms crossed. I know you're the tribe, but let the front...
I think Billy Joe would keep a block out to give to people that were true fans.
Correct. But their arms are crossed. You want people in the front row or high rollers and people that are true fans of George Thorogood or whoever it may be. If it's Hart, whoever the concert is, you don't want the tribe. The tribe, don't sit front row. Don't do it. Let the people that come to your casino and real fans sit front row. I don't care if it's Pat Benatar. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't care.
I guess in Japan, it's a big sign of respect if you're completely quiet.
Oh, you ever see?
So when they finish their set, it's completely quiet. You know, where they're used to all this applause.
Right.
But it's the Japanese being completely respectful.
Well, have you ever seen...
they say it's super weird.
I was talking to a guy who's from Japan. They go, the kids loved Kiss. They loved Cheap Trick. If you ever listen to Ain't That a Shame, the live version from Cheap Trick, the beginning of it, you know it's in Budokan, live at Budokan, because it's just the crowd. If you listen to that song when it first starts off, live, Ain't That a Shame from Budokan, you know it's Jeff. It's just a loud... Kiss loved going to Japan. They loved Kiss. Japanese loved Kiss. They loved them.
Yeah, but when they end, it's completely silent.
Oh yeah, hey, I work for Japanese company here, Adirans. I work for them. They very respect. They love playing. They love coming here. We had a membership at Bent Creek, and they would come for a whole 2 weeks and play golf. They loved playing golf here.
Yeah.
So they loved it. They loved eating food. Whenever we'd have a dinner, they would get every appetizer off the menu, and we'd eat that first, and then you put your item in the middle of the table, and everybody would sample everyone's food. They love to eat food. They love to play golf. Yeah. They love American stuff. They loved it. So.
Yeah, I got a friend I played tennis with that's been back in Japan for like 7 years, and his kids were like babies when he was over here, and now they're like in high school, and I'm watching them like graduate high school in Japan and stuff on Facebook. It's super cool.
So what's going on? Yeah, what's going on with Sarasota Tim? What's the deal with him these days?
He's probably in a sticks and bricks with Tammy. We won't know for sure for a while, but he's super happy. He'd have. If you were him, you'd be worried about spending money because you're on a budget because you don't get so much money. But he's not worried. He's not on a budget because he's just on a spending spree. He's buying stuff for a motorcycle. His things back in the park where you don't really live. Your car's it's storage, RV storage area. He's got an iPhone 17 that says it's free, and he's buying this, he's buying that. He's not worried about money, so he's totally with T-Bucket, but who cares?
Yeah, we've talked about that on the show where he loves the when I told you when he sold what did he sell, the Honda? What was the last thing he sold was a big money? What was the one? Was it the Honda that he sold?
The car, yeah.
And I think we talked on the phone, and me and you discussed on the show that when all of a sudden you're flush with money, what do? You spend it, right? And that's what he doesn't, because he doesn't work for his money. So he's so used to that. Same thing with Tater. When he gets money, what does he do? He spends it because that's all he knows.
Well, from what I've heard, the Sarasota area has had like a 20% reduction in housing prices. So I'm wondering if they got a deal and he's supposed to sell the RV and the truck to get money to live in the sticks and bricks, and then of course he's bought this motorcycle because that's going to be his toy. So that's what I'm thinking. I don't know if it's right or not. It's just a guess. But I'm thinking he is going to sell those two things to come up with his half for the condo or the house or whatever it is. And then he's going to have his motorcycle to go playing in. And since he lives in Florida, he can have a motorcycle year-round.
Okay. Well, I'm already.
We'll see. Time will tell. We don't. We won't know for a while.
Right. Well, I'm already at 90 minutes. I try to keep this under, but I always appreciate you coming on the show because you're fun. You're fun to talk to. I had Ted on before you, and me and him talk about a variety of things. He's a big Hunch supporter, but me and him, I go back. The only reason when I first started podcasting, Ted goes, "Well, you like to talk. You have the it going." I told him about podcasts. He goes, "What the hell is that?" This was 18 years ago, and he goes,
"Yeah."
And he goes, "Well, why don't you do?" He goes, "You have the gift of gab." He goes, "I like the name Speculation Sports." So he encouraged me to do what I'm doing right now. He was my first supporter. And then when I did YouTube, he goes, "That's you. You like to do fun stuff." He goes, "That's right up your alley." He goes, and I go, "You're my first fan." I go, and I told him, I goes, "You're absolutely right." Like Kiss said that one day. Paul Stanley said that when we were in Queens. Same thing. Mick Jagger. You get one fan. You have one. One fan is good enough. And then the rest comes naturally. And I get it. So. He encouraged me. He said, "You like to talk, right? You have the gift of gab." He goes, "Be perfect for you." Because I always wanted to be a radio guy, morning guy. I would have loved to. Me and you were in called the Windy City Morning Show. Me and you, we're from Chicago, and we keep it above the belt, and we have a good time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're always talking about different stuff.
Yeah, well, because we're both educated, we're both the same age. We could do without swearing. That's the whole thing. We don't need to drop the F-bomb. You know what I'm saying? We don't drop any double G's hard on this show, which I wouldn't allow in the first place. You did it once. The second time, I'll never have you on again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would never. I'd say you're not coming on here again because I don't like that kind of behavior. I don't do it. Me and you have never uttered the word on a phone call. You know what I'm saying?
I think so.
No, we have never.
Something would be really surprising.
Yeah, if that came out of your mouth, I'd be shocked. If you dropped a racial slur on me on a phone call, I'd be a little shocked. I'd like, whoa.
Well, I don't see that ever happen.
I know that, but my point is just I would never. I mean, because some people are going to get on the phone. I've had some people I've spoke to will do that. I'm like, I don't need to hear that. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna have. I think we're having sloppy joes tonight. But I do appreciate. I saw you. Did you like the cooking show?
Yeah, it was great. It was cool. And then you said KCgrits is on earlier.
Yeah, he came on, so we talked a little bit. This will be out tomorrow morning.
Listen to that. All right.
I appreciate Karl.
All right, we'll see you.
There he goes, Karl. You bet. There he goes. So, anyways, we always appreciate Karl coming on the show. I really, really do. But today this comes out, it is Veterans Day, and we always appreciate the men and women of the armed forces. Marine's birthday today. Check title. Let's go. What is it called? Eyes of Glory. Eyes of Glory. Veterans Day. Think of veteran when you see one do. But remember, 1 and 2. It started November 1st, 1939. They capitulated in 1945. Japan ended hostilities. In between, we stormed the beaches, snapping at the crowds, and we freed those Jews. Damn right we did. But happy anniversary to the birthday to the Marines today. All the wars, 1 and 2. Vietnam, forgotten war. We're forgotten in Vietnam. 58,000 plus men and women in the armed forces. Air Force, Army, and the Marines, the Navy, the Marines, the Coast Guard uniform, men wearing blue. Bulls decide by oak trees. You are your choices in life. I wouldn't shower in the shower. You don't like too many having sex. You can't watch women. Not a very good thing to be doing. Put a condom on women. You carry the groceries. You carry the groceries. When they knock up like a cheerleader. Okay? I would not shower in the shower of Penn State. Burn the churches to the ground, the Catholic churches, the rat line. And don't drink and drive. Call some, murder someone. Ladies and gentlemen, Feed Mommy Radio, we are
Ow!